Property auctions. Two parts of the contract form the framework of your competition here today: the particular sale and then the vendor statement, which is more commonly known as a Section 32 document that contains all the relevant information you need to know in terms of becoming a new owner of this property right here. The particular sale reads as follows. The marketing agent for owner here today is Waverley Real Estate, and property we sell is commonly known to you and I, your postman, your Uber Eats delivery driver, as simply a number 12 Sabina Park Drive here in Mulgrave. Inclusive in today's sale, all fixed floor coverings, light fittings, window furnishings, everything that's in a permanent nature as inspected or we sell under auction conditions today. So the contract you're signing will be unconditional. There is no cooling off period. 10% deposit is what we need from you if you are the successful purchaser, and of which $20,000 is the minimum amount that will require you to transfer if you do choose to pay the way of the EFT, and the balance is to be paid by next Monday. Now, settlement is flexible, 60 up to 90 days time, of course, unless you made other arrangements with the marketing team before the commence of today's auction. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as your auctioneer, it's my duty and responsibility to ensure today's auction is conducted in accordance with the rules that's set out in the Sale Land Regulations 2014 Schedule 1, or any additional conditions that's made available for inspection prior to today's auction. The rules prohibit the bidder try to prevent other bidders from bidding, major interruptions by bidders, and there are fines for these illegal activities if there's such. Bidders will be indicated upon request by me as the auctioneer, and also the rules permits vendor bids. The terms I will use to indicate a bid I'm making on behalf of the vendor will be simply vendor bid, and by law, only I as the auctioneer here today can make a vendor bid. And lastly, and most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to be the one signing one of these in the next 20 to 30 minutes time, please pay particular attention to the next two rules, because they are crucial for your success here today. One, by law, as the auctioneer, I cannot accept any bids or offers that's made after I declare the property sold. So before I knock it down to the successful purchaser here today, I'll simply call it out 3 times, like so. First call, second call, third and final call, and once the property has been knocked down, I can't take any more bids. Plenty of rewind staff on site to help you with your bidding here today. So make sure, if you are one of the interest parties here, make sure your bids are heard loud and clearly before I knock it down to your competitor. And lastly, our owner has a reserve price. In the event, if we fall short of that reserve, by law, only the highest bidder will have the first opportunity to buy this property at our owner's reserve. Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to number 12 Sabina Park Drive here in Mulgrave. What are we offering you here today is a 2-year yarn, one of the signature homes that Mirvac has to offer in this newest pocket of a Waverley Park. Now, everything this particular estate has to offer is right here on your doorstep. We're only moments away from the Oval, where you find the gymnasium, the cafe. The park is literally brand new, with the family park up the road offers fabulous facilities. If you have a little ones, with this slides and the swings down there. If you have a pet, there's plenty of greens for the dog to run around. And the property itself, right next to the parkland, there's nothing simply needs to be done. A lot of the upgrades has been offered when the owner built this property, when they built this property back then. 4 bedrooms, it was 2 master bedrooms, 1 upstairs, 1 downstairs, with the balcony, the old north-facing balcony, enjoy sunlight all year round. Split into 2 levels, 2 separate living areas, and an upgraded kitchen there is on offer. But the list, I don't want to go on anymore because you know it already. You've been through the property on many occasions. You are here because you wanted to compete the ownership of this property. It doesn't matter if you want to move in or buy this and put it on your investment portfolio. This is an opportunity that's too hard to miss. Now, ladies and gentlemen, enough from me. I'm going to hand it over to you in your hands. Where do we see a fair and reasonable and even handed start? In your hands now. By the way, that's the cue. Start placing your bid.
1.2, Danny.
At $1,200,000, welcome to you, sir, at 1.2. A quarter $20,000 rise at this point. At a 1.2 is the call. At $1,200,000, this is you, the gentleman to my left. At 1.2 is the call now. At $1,200,000, who's going to take me to 220? At 1.2 now. At $1,200,000. At 2.2, welcome to you to cross the road at 1.22. At 1.220 is the call. Straight back, sir, can I call it 240? At $1,220,000, bids over there at 40 straight back. Can I call it 60? At 1.24. At 240 against you, call it 260. At 240, 60 straight back. At 2.8, straight to 1.3, sir. At $1,260,000 at 1.260. At 260 is the money with them. At 1,260, what do you want to do? 80 now to 1.3, ma'am. At 1,280 with the opening bidder. At $1,280,000, what do you want to do now? Another 20 will put you back to the driver's seat. For 1.3. At 1.20. At $1,280,000 with the opening bidder, what do you want to do, sir, ma'am? At 1,280 now. At 1.28 is the bid. Calling first time. $1,280,000. Or anyone can jump in at this stage at $1,280,000. That's only the lower end of an indicating selling range at 1.28. At 2.8 now. At 2.8 with the opening bidder. Second call. At $1,280,000. 3 is the bid at $1,300,000 at 1.3. At 1.3 now, sir, what do you want to do? At 1.3 against you, the opening bidder. At $1,300,000 across the road. He's with them now. At 1.3 is the bid. $1,300,000. What do you say, sir? First call. At 1.3. Is them there?
1.32.
320, welcome to you, ma'am, at a 1.32. 3.2 across the road, can I call it 340? At 1.32 now, new bidder. At $1,320,000, also against you, the opening bidder, 1.320 is the bid now. At 1.320, what do you say? At $1,320,000, calling once. At $1,320,000. 320 is the bid over here to my left. Second call at $1,320,000. Also he said $1,320,000. I'll make it easier for you. I'll take 10. At 1,320 is the bid. 10, make it a 133. At $1,320,000 against you here also. At $1,320,000, what would you like to do? At 1.32 going twice now. At $1,320,000. Hook done, hook finish. 330 now against you here. At $1,330,000, can I call it 40? Double 3 now to $1,330,000 bids over there at 1.33 against you. And we'll put you back to the competition at $1,330,000 going once here. 40 here at 40 now at 340, 350. 340 here at $1,340,000 against you now, and also opening bidder. You sure you're out? He's out, yeah. At $1,340,000 once at 1.34. Twice now at $1,340,000. Hook done, hook finish. 50 now. At 50 is the call of 1.350. At $1,350,000. 350 against you, quarter 60. At 350 across the road.
Danny, we are selling.
We are on the market selling the herd man. At $1,350,000 across the road. We are on the market selling. At 350 against you now, sir. 360. At $1,350,000. Just want to confirm 1,000. That works. 355. At 1,355 against you, quarter 60. At $1,355,000. 5 or better bids. Looks like just between you two now. I know you both love it. I can't imagine you two live together. At $1,355,000, what do you say? At 1,355. 1,356. We're rolling ones. You sure, sir? You want to start the floodgate out like that? At 1,355. I'll meet you in a quarter 2.5. At 1,355. At 1,355,000. Quarter 2.5. 57.5. At 1,355,000. $1,355,000 still hold the key, sir. At 1,300,000. 360, good bid. At 360 now. 65. At 1,360,000 across the road. At $1,360,000 bids over there now against you. Your choice.
1,000.
You sure you want to start that? We'll try to see if that works at 61. At 1,361.
No, 5 as any.
5.
Yes.
Retract that. 65. At 65. Good bid. That's the way to go. At 1,365,000 against you now, sir. Call it 70. At 1,365. What do you say? At $1,365,000. Calling first call. At 1,365. Second call. $1,365,000 against you now. $1,365,000. 1,365 is the call. Are we all done? All finished? All silent now? For the third and final opportunity. Need to know. Thank you for your patience, guys. What do you think? 370, good bid. 370 now. $1,370,000. Took them a while. Could be the last one. You never know. At 1,370,000. 380, good bid. At $1,380,000. At 1.380 against you now, sir. That's the way to buy real estate. At $1,380,000, they hold the key. What do you want to do, sir? At $1,380,000. Your call. First call at $1,380,000. Are we all done, finished, and silent? At $1,380,000. Second call at $1,380,000. Not even one on top, sir. At $1,380,000. Definitely out. For the third and final opportunity of $1,380,000 is going. And ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the new owner is sold. Congratulations to the new purchase and commiseration to the owner bidders. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for attending another successful railway auction. Have a good afternoon.